Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing? Welcome to Savik TV, your home of infotainment, coming to you live from Nairobi CBD. And as per the title of this video, we are celebrating 5k subscribers. So I chose to celebrate this win in Eastleigh, and that is where I'm taking you guys. I did one video about Eastleigh some time back. It did very well, and I thought, you know, why not? Why can't I take you back to Eastleigh so that you check it out once more? The bus is empty, so I'm just waiting for it to fill up before we can get to move to Eastleigh. So just give you a flip on the other side. If you look at the front, you see there is a lot of business happening at the CBD. There are a lot of buses right here. You know, they are all loading. They are all loading, heading to various directions, various destinations. So I'm waiting for this bus to fill up so that I can go Eastleigh. Is it a market? Is it an estate? Hang on, so that you check out. Meanwhile, we are celebrating 5k subscribers. Savik gang, man, I don't take your support for granted, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate you guys so much, and join me in this video, and you know, let's have fun, let's enjoy it. Check.
Yo guys, as early stated in the introduction, the bus is yet to be full. It's still empty. I was like the first person in, so I decided to just go out and have a look around the town, see whatever is happening around the CBD before getting back to see if the bus is full, so that I can get in and then, you know, proceed with my journey. As I said earlier, we are celebrating 5,000 subscribers, and I'm really happy. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to Eastleigh to just see if I can maybe gift myself or something something of the sort. But basically, we are now walking around the central business district, and this is one of the main highways, not highways per se, but the main avenues forming part of the CBD. And this is Tom Mboya Street. Tom Mboya Street is one of the very key streets or avenues that forms part of the CBD. Other avenues or streets that form part of the CBD include Moi Avenue, which is on the opposite side. We have Kenyatta Avenue, we have the University Way, and then we equally have Haile Selassie Avenue. So Tom Mboya Street, where all these vehicles are parked right now, forms part of the CBD. So you may wonder, what do I mean by Nairobi CBD? CBD, of course, everyone knows CBD basically is the central business district of Nairobi. So Tom Mboya Street forms part of the central business district of Nairobi, because that is where a lot of offices are hosted. With numerous offices, with a lot of corporate headquarters, a lot of banks and financial institutions, with a lot of government buildings right on this particular street, that is a Tom Mboya Street. That is where we have the fire station, the Nairobi City Fire Station, that, you know, takes care of any fire emergencies all around the Nairobi County, not just the CBD. So it's a very busy street. And you know, one thing about Eastleigh is that you can't go there and use M-Pesa in transactions. They don't like that. They like cash. Most of them, not all, but most of them like cash or pochi la biashara. So I decided, you know what, let me just hop into an M-Pesa that you have just seen there, get some cash, and then once I get the cash, I can get back and, you know, grab a vehicle. I mean, not even grab a vehicle per se, but go back to the vehicle that I had introduced myself in, the first bus that I was in. Go back there because I had booked my slot. So I go back there and then proceed with my journey. So you have got to get your money in cash first. That makes the transactions easier and faster, because the reason why some are actually opting out of M-Pesa, they've realized that some people actually reverse transactions, which is a risk to them. So imagine you sell a commodity to someone and then they reverse the transaction once you've given them the product. That is a loss. Yeah, so right here we have Super Metro buses. They're going to various places. Some are going to Thika, some are going to Kikuyu, some are going to Ruiru, different locations, different destinations, but this is their main pickup point. So As you can see, that particular one is going to Kikuyu, and they're charging 70 shillings per passenger at this hour. So I did hang around here for a while. I just wanted to observe how these operations are done. I wanted to see how do buses, how do they carry passengers, how do they charge. It's not that I don't know how they charge per se, but I really wanted to just kind of experience it firsthand, or not really call it firsthand, or just see how it is done in other, let me call it, bus stations, because maybe the one that I normally use doesn't operate like this one. So all this is happening because I'm buying time for the bus to Eastleigh to fill up before I can go there. So I did show you guys Eastleigh last time. I did tell you much about Eastleigh last time, but again we'll do a recap and revisit the much that we learned about Eastleigh last time, and then I'll get to show you the market. Basically I'll just show you the market, nothing much about Eastleigh. So I'll just show you the marketplace and all that, and then from there you'll see what next. But basically this bus has just filled up, and now it's about time they leave the spot for another bus to come and occupy. So that's how it's normally done. That's how it's normally done. You get that once you're full, there is another bus on the queue, so the other bus will come and occupy the same space. Once it's full again, another one will come. So because this is one bus company that is using that particular spot, so there are different circles. So every bus, for non-Kenyans, every bus has to, let me just say, every public service vehicle, be it a bus, be it a van, they all have to belong to a circle. So Super Metro, for instance, is a circle that these buses belong to. These other buses have their own circle as well. So since you're in the same circle, you get that you can at least use the same spot for pickup of passengers, and that is what these buses, or that is what these companies exactly doing. So they're using that particular pickup point to get passengers, and then they leave. Another bus occupies the same spot, they pick passengers, they leave, and the struggle continues, right? So basically that's how operations are done here at the CBD. So I just wanted to give you guys a highlight of how things are normally done here, because sometimes it's not good to assume that everyone has experienced this. Some of you might not have experienced this. Maybe you are users of personal vehicles, and you've never found yourself in these hustles and bustles of the CBD or bus stations where you want to grab a bus and such happens. So I'm here to just give you that experience. So yeah, let's move to the other end and see whatever is happening. Yeah, they normally say patience pays, and I guess our own patience is now paying. My patience is actually paying off. Our bus is leaving the park. It's full now, packed to capacity. It's I think it's a 40-seater, so the entire 40 passengers are in, and now it's about time to leave the CBD. So we are there hitting Tom Mboya Street, heading to the Koja side, and then from there we get to join the Thika Super Highway as we move towards Ngara. So yeah, there we go, and you can see very beautiful. We have very beautiful buses right there. They're very good art, as you can see. Yeah, very, very nice art. Actually, not just that bus, but even all the other buses. A lot of buses have very good calligraphy, a lot of very beautiful art, and yeah man, that is the matatu culture in Nairobi, and we love it so much. I do hope that you guys like it as well as you're experiencing this video. Remember, we are here to celebrate 5,000 subscribers. I mean, that I'll insist about that till the video ends. It might not be a milestone to other people because they're probably above maybe 100,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers. So they're like, why is this guy celebrating 5,000? I mean, is it too much? To me, it's too much, because I've been on this for so long. The first video that I uploaded was on 28th of June 2021, and this is the 30th of December 2023. That is when the video is going live. However, it was recorded on the 29th. Yeah, so that is when it's going live. That is on the 30th. So imagine, that is over 2 years and almost 6 months or so. Imagine, it has been long to get this far, to get to that number of subscribers. So it is a big deal for me. It has taken me over 2 years to get that number. So I of course have to appreciate everyone who has it with me, and I definitely celebrate. So I'm so happy in me as we celebrate this. That's why one of my videos that did very well was actually the Eastleigh video, and I feel like I should get people back to Eastleigh. Let me show you how Eastleigh is looking like today, and perhaps I can get to buy a thing or two and just say I'm gonna thank me in Snoop's voice. But really, I'm not thanking me, I'm actually thanking you guys who are watching now, and even to those who are yet to subscribe. So that please join me, man, join this community. Let's grow. It's now, they normally say once you've kicked off in a journey, the first steps, once they're done, it becomes easy to fly away. So we're here now, so let's fly away to 10k or 20k, whichever. But definitely let's go to higher heights. Let's the sky is the limit, right? One may wonder, Savik is telling us about where is it located, what is unique about Eastleigh that made him this. So hold back, I got you, just hold back, and let's travel to Eastleigh together. So I'll tell you about Eastleigh in a short while. So there goes a sign indicating that you are taking a turn. So it's a turn to Ring Road, it's a U-turn. We're joining Ring Road Ngara from the Thika Super. It's actually the Thika Superhighway still, yeah, but we're taking a turn to Ring Road Ngara. That's where that is a route that we'll use actually to go to Eastleigh. So taking a turn. Yeah, man, and there we go. So I guess why can't I just go ahead and tell you about Eastleigh? So where is Eastleigh located? What is this that is unique about Eastleigh? So basically Eastleigh is situated in the northeast of Nairobi CBD. CBD is where we've come from, actually. Yeah, so it's located in the Nairobi CBD. Rather in the northeast of Nairobi CBD, where it's bordered by the Mathare River to the west, and it's also adjacent to Pangani and Pumwani neighborhood. So besides Eastleigh, there is Pumwani, there is Pangani, right? I hope we're very clear on that. Now, this is to Nigerians, the northerners, the Kano people, the Hausa people, and the people who reside in Eastleigh. It's the same WhatsApp group. What do I mean? So the main religion that is practiced in Eastleigh is actually Islam. So a huge population here is the Somali community. Most of them, of course, are immigrants from Somalia, the country. We also have the Somali tribe in northern Kenya. So all these people form part of the populace in Eastleigh, and they are not purely per se, but they're majorly Muslims. So a good number of them are Muslims, and they are actually serious Muslims. That's why I said for the Nigerians who know the Hausa people from Kano especially, who are very serious with Islam, they go hand in hand with these people here. That is the people in Eastleigh. So Eastleigh is often referred to as Little Mogadishu. Mogadishu is the capital city of Somalia, of course. So people refer Eastleigh as Little Mogadishu because of its large population of the Somali immigrants. So there are so many Somalis here. You see all those buildings, these people live here, man. They reside in all these beautiful buildings that you're seeing. There are so many people here. So Eastleigh is a thriving commercial center. I mean, anything business that you need, you can get it here. Just name it: electronics, food, household, just clothes, name it. Anything you need, Eastleigh is your go-to place. So it was a vibrant marketplace with numerous shops, there are stalls, there are malls, there are a lot of businesses, and yeah, as I say, that is what the area is known for because of its diverse range of goods, clothing, electronics, food products, household products. That is what Eastleigh is known for. So anytime you mention Eastleigh, people will know that you are going for deals. So you're going for quality products, quality goods, quality duvets, quality beddings, quality, curtains, name it. That is where you can find them. Electronics at the best prices, discounted prices, and everything. So it actually is some form of informal sector because of the atmosphere characterized with a wide variety of goods that are sold in the shops, the kiosks, and the open air stalls. So it's kind of an informal sector. It's not very formal, like it's not so white collar per se. We'll get to see it. I'm just preparing you for the for the sight that you're about to behold, because very soon we're getting into Eastleigh, and we're in Eastleigh, but not at its hub, not at its center. So basically these are the residential areas as we get to now the key area where the business is happening, the Garissa and all these malls that they have right there. So they have very nice names for their malls and all, but basically the reason why I was giving an example of Kano City for the Nigerians is because the same way Kano City is the same way business is thriving in that particular city is the same way business is thriving in Eastleigh. All the Sharia law, all those banks that give interest-free loans and all, everything that is actually happening in the Kano city for the Hausas and the Muslims in that particular place is what is happening here. So that's why I just wanted to. And then again, even the way the character traits of the residents of Eastleigh, the Somalis, is the same as what the Hausas actually depict. So someone may ask, does it mean Eastleigh is only occupied by Somalis? No, it's a cosmopolitan area currently. Initially it wasn't, but currently it is a cosmopolitan area. So other people have equally started living there because of the buildings and everything that is built there. So there are many people from other communities that have equally started coming there and residing there, but majority of the people living here are actually the Somalis. And voila, here we are at the hub. Is it the hub or the heart or whatever? Basically it's the heart of Eastleigh town now, the CBD of Eastleigh town. Let me say, this is the busiest street in Eastleigh. Others are busy, yes, but most of the malls, most of the business malls,
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I did have a bit of itches with my sound for a bit, so at some point you may hear that, rather you may note that my sound wasn't very good. Yeah, but I've sorted those hitches, so going forward now the video will be okay. The audio is bound to be okay to the end of the video. So as I was saying, this is one of the busiest streets in Eastleigh. So let's hop in, let's get into the market, let's see what people are buying in this place. Again, I have to let me just not sound per se, but let me just let me issue a disclaimer. Let me issue a disclaimer that stability might be compromised because we are working in a market, a busy place, and there are numerous distractions to stability, I mean a lot is happening. So definitely 50% of what you're going to see from now on will not be stable. So I'm just sounding a disclaimer that this is what is bound to happen, so please bear with me, because that is the only way we can get to see what happens in Eastleigh town, what happens at this place. Let's see the businesses. What do the people sell? We've just said it's an informal economy that is, made up of kiosks, shops, open air stalls and all. So what do they sell in these open air stalls? What do they sell in these shops? What do they sell in these kiosks or dukas? Yeah, so let's move around. You can see very beautiful clothes right there. On the opposite side, someone selling tomatoes. I mean, as I said, it's a Muslim. Most of these people that you see have actually come to buy, but the populace here, the main people who actually reside here, are Muslim. So you'll see a lot of hijabs, you'll see a lot of buibuis. I don't know how those clothes are called. We call them buibui in Kenya. I don't know, that is in Swahili. I don't know how they are called, the clothes that Muslim women wear besides the hijabs. So you'll see a lot of those clothes here. And then of course the Niger bags right there. So there is a lot that is actually being sold in this market, and that is what you're bound to see in this video. So someone may wonder, does Eastleigh face any challenges at the moment? I guess yes, just like any other urban area, just like any other town. Eastleigh is its own town in a way, because it's in the northeast of Nairobi. It's like its own town in a way. So Eastleigh equally has its own challenges as any other urban area, and of course these challenges range from infrastructure, congestion. As you see, the place is very busy, it's congested, and that is why we're struggling even with us getting a stable shots. So you get that it has issues with congestion, waste management. There are some areas you can see a lot of waste. There is a lot of dirt in some areas, so you'll notice that in this video. Even on the opposite side, actually, you can see where that vehicle is next to it. There is a lot of dirt. So that is one of the challenges. Also, there is waste management, security concerns as well, because if the area is congested, trust you me, if I as Savik now brought out my camera and I was like, hey guys, I'm here recording and all that, man, I might end up losing it. So I just have to hold on very tightly to it to ensure that it's capturing everything that I need captured, but again, it's safe, right? So security concerns are equally a challenge, but there are challenges that are in every other town. So we just need to be creative and work or alert at all times to ensure that we're able to manage any security concern. Then of course on waste management, I believe that the leadership in the area, the member of county assembly, and the governor of Nairobi County, they are definitely doing something about waste management. About congestion, I'm not very sure if something is being done, because there is no further space to expand to. So I guess congestion is something that you can't beat. Infrastructure, definitely a lot of new buildings are coming up, as you can see, and yeah, that means more businesses will be opened and more money is being poured around the area. So the economy of the area is definitely gonna be very, very strong. So definitely a lot of efforts are being made to address these issues through the urban development initiatives, both by the national government and Nigerians call it federal government. So the national government or the federal government, and of course the county government. Nigerians call it the state government. So yeah, in Kenya we call it the county government, headed by the governor. So I believe that all these, both the national and the county governments, have a lot of urban development initiatives that they are bound to take to ensure that the challenges obviously as far as infrastructure, congestion, waste management and security are concerned will be looked into. Remember, we've just said that all this infrastructure will contribute to economic growth in the area. So we now need to ask ourselves, does Eastleigh have any economic significance in Nairobi city? Does it have any significance, any economic significance? If yes, what is the economic significance? If no, what should be done? Should we close the market? Definitely that is a no. So you realize that Eastleigh as a neighborhood, it actually plays a very significant role in Nairobi's economy due to the active trade and commercial activities that are taking place there. There are a lot of activities. As you can see, the market is full. People are moving left, right, and center. People are selling electronics. People are selling clothes. People are selling shoes. People are selling luggage, the travel bags, as you can see, the suitcases and everything. So all these things are being sold left, right, and center. And where does the money go? The taxes go to the Kenyan government. I mean, there are taxes that are paid to the county government as well. So the county government, the Nairobi county government, basically this money is going to grow the economy of Nairobi. A lot of people have been hired here. All the Somalis who live here can't work alone, so they need other people. They've hired other people from other communities who are living and working in Eastleigh to run their shops and all that, you know. So you can see a lot of people are here. So when all these people are brought in as employees, as customers, as all the money that is circulating there works at growing the Nairobi's economy. So basically Eastleigh has a lot of economic significance. So I believe we now have an answer to the question I'd asked. See those beautiful doll shoes, guys? Yeah, they are Crocs actually, not doll shoes. Yeah, so let's move on. So to again respond to the question of economic significance, you realize that Eastleigh actually serves as the hub for both wholesale and retail trade, whereby it gets to attract a lot of customers from various parts of Nairobi and beyond. One thing I realized, there are things a lot of people don't actually like being captured on camera. So I did pose a few questions to some people, the traders, and one of the questions was, do you deliver Cantroid? And the guy was telling me, yes, we do. Actually, if someone orders from us and tells us maybe we're in Kisumu is one of the cities in Kenya. So if you tell us you're in Kisumu, for instance, we can still deliver the product to you. We can send it via courier services to you. So regardless of where you are, we'll still get the products to you, both on wholesale and retail. But normally they do this with customers that maybe they've transacted once or twice with, and they have trust that it's pay on delivery. Otherwise, if it's a first time transaction, they'll just ask you to pay in advance and then they send the product to you via courier services. So that is how they operate. Any other thing about the economic significance of Eastleigh? I don't think there is anything much, man, because as far as we've said, Eastleigh is really contributing a lot to the economic significance of Nairobi. Another thing that maybe is very, very key to highlight is the fact that Eastleigh has really led to, do I call it growth of cultural influence? Okay, let's use that term. So basically you realize that Eastleigh has a lot of cultural vibrancy because of the different people that are actually staying here, the Somalis themselves and all these other communities that have now come in. So Eastleigh's cultural vibrancy is actually very key in be it the market, be it the restaurants, be it the community events that they engage in. Shortly in this video you'll get to see the various, there are various foods that there is the Somali, let me just call it the Somali cuisine. So even the snacks that they use are very unique, the mabuyus and a lot of other snacks, very sugary snacks that they actually normally use. So yeah, I think I'll show you before the end of this video. You'll see some of the snacks that they are selling in the open market. So you realize that the fact that the residents of Eastleigh are actually from diverse areas, majority of course being Somalis, they have brought in these they've brought in their culture, and now people like myself can visit there to just learn and experience the Somali culture. For instance, they can go and have a Somali dish, can go and have those Somali snacks. In this video again, you'll see a lot of people selling some sticks that they use to brush their teeth. So they don't use a toothbrush, they use those sticks. I don't know the name of the sticks, but within this video I did capture a few guys selling them, so I'll definitely get to show you as we move on. So you get that, you now get to learn that culture, that you don't have to use a toothbrush to brush your teeth, but you can actually use a stick. So that is something else that we equally get to learn from them. So Eastleigh also gets to celebrate diverse cultural festivals, and of course all those different cuisines that I've just talked about, and different traditions as well. Remember, since majority of the population is actually Muslim, so there are a number of things that you actually get to learn from and a lot of festivities. Actually, you know, Muslims tend to have a lot of celebrations, you know, Eid ul-Adha, Eid, whatever, all this. There are so many holidays, there are so many there are so many festivities, and so people get to learn from this. You know, you get that food is shared. I mean, how they share the food, how they share with the needy and all that. You get to learn all that. So there's a lot of cultural influence from the Eastleigh neighborhood, or rather to the Eastleigh neighborhoods like Pumwani and Pangani as well. Another thing about Eastleigh, so I'm taking you through the market. I believe that you're seeing whatever is happening in the market, but even as I take you around the market, I equally need to be telling you one or two things that that concern Eastleigh, so that we'll be learning at the same time as we watch the video, right? Yeah. So you get that besides the commercial activities that you've just mentioned, besides the fact that you know, Eastleigh is this area that supports a lot of commercial activities, you get that it also has a mix of residential areas, including apartment buildings and houses where local population resides. I've shown you some of these houses when this video was on its early stages. I did show you a lot of high-rise buildings, and those buildings are actually where the people working or operating businesses in Eastleigh live. Some of course do live in these malls, maybe the top floor and all that, but majority live in the estates that we saw right before getting into this market. So there's a lot of this particular area, this, let me call it town, Eastleigh as a town itself, or as a business center, has a very good residential and commercial mix. So you have space to do business, you do your business. Once you're done doing your business, there's a place to stay. So a lot of bags being sold right there. I wanted to show you the snacks. Yeah, there we go. Now the snacks I had mentioned, these are the Somali cuisine. The ladies were really looking at me, expecting me to buy, and since I couldn't buy, I had to walk a bit fast to just avoid their attention, because they were really looking at me, you know, why is this guy really staying around, yet he's not buying, you know? So I had to move very, very fast. But basically that is part of what you're saying. That is part of the cultural influence that you're talking about, where you get to learn a lot of things. You get to borrow a lot of things from what they're actually doing. You see a lot of mats there that are used for prayers. As I said, it's a Muslim community, so a lot of Muslim traditions again. You know, so basically that's it. And I'm still taking you around Eastleigh, so let's keep walking, let's see what else is in this market. I hope that you're enjoying the visit in the market. Guys, you realize that we did mention a thing about congestion, and this market is actually very congested. There is always someone ahead of you. Even if you try to walk fast and go ahead of the person in front of you, there'll always be someone else in front of you. So there is no way you can even get a clean shot towards the front. You can only maybe record the side or record the person in front of you. I mean, it's that crazy. You see, like right here, I'm trying to walk ahead, but still there's someone in front of me. So there'll always be someone blocking the view. And you know, that's it about the open market. But basically, these are different street, rather a different side of the street, because as I said, this is the busiest street in Eastleigh. So we walked on one side of the street, we crossed over to the other side, so we are on the other side of the main road, or the other side of the street, and it's equally fully packed. It's fully packed with activity. Everyone is trying to sell something, you know. So these people will always be, they'll be calling you, hey, come around, let me sell you 1 2 3, what do you want, let me give you the best price and all that. They'll try to entice you at all costs, because everyone needs to sell. You know, a lot of people, actually most of the people that are selling in the open air here get their wares or the clothes they are selling, or their produce or the products they are selling, they get them from the malls that are here. The malls sell in wholesale, so these people go there, buy in wholesale, then come and sell in retail. So I mean, basically they now get their own cut from there. So they sell in retail prices, they make something, they make their own margins from there. That is how they sell. So you'll realize that accessing the malls, some people don't want to go to the malls because of convenience. They just want to pick a product here and leave. So those people are covered here. And you know, I'm a football fanatic. I'm an Arsenal fan, and when I noticed that jerseys were here, I was like, why can't I gift myself with a jersey actually? And you know, maybe I can go and brand it 5k subscribers at the back. So I decided to settle here, and this is the place where I actually made my first purchase of the day today. I bought that is me there checking out the jerseys, the Arsenal jersey. So I couldn't film myself at the same time while checking, so at some point I left filming and decided to just, you know, pick the jerseys, check them out, choose what I want, and you know, before leaving. So there I am. I decided to go with the green jersey and the red one, so I'll be wearing them anytime we have a match, or even if we don't have a match, I'll still be using them, because I mean, I'm a fan, right? So yeah, there we go. So I got myself 2 jerseys. They were quite expensive though. I thought that buying at the street could be cheaper, but they were quite expensive. And there is the seller giving me my balance or my change, and the transaction is done. So I move on, and yeah, let's find out what else is happening in these streets, what else is being sold around, you know. Yeah, let's see what else is being sold in this market, and then we'll come back to wrap it up. say that everything that has a beginning always has an ending. Yeah, and I guess this is the ending of the Eastleigh trip. We've celebrated 5k subscribers. I have bought a few things here and there to just, motivate myself to work harder. And yes, we're done. So it's now back to basics, back to the CBD, back to the city, back to Nairobi City CBD. So we are leaving Eastleigh right now and just hitting the road. So the bus that I'm in is actually very noisy. It's playing a lot of music, so I've had to mute the music fully because of copyright related issues. But it has been a good experience, really, as I can say. But I got disappointed at some point because at around 6:30 p.m. when I wanted to buy shoes in some shop, the shop was still open. I'm seeing the shoes, but the guy is telling me I'm not selling. It's past my closing time. So he's not doing anything, not parking, not doing anything, but he's not selling. I went to like 4 shops. They're all open, but these guys are telling me, hey, we're not selling now. We're not selling anymore. We are done for the day. I mean, I really was like, so the money is enough. Yeah, and then here we are now in the CBD. So we started off from Eastleigh. We are now in Nairobi CBD. You see, the situation is very different in the CBD as compared to what we saw in Eastleigh. Congestion is still there, traffic is still there, but the situation is definitely different. It looks different as compared to what we actually witnessed in Eastleigh, right? So welcome to Nairobi CBD, and as I was just I've just shown you my bag, so that is what I bought. So the experience has been good, really nice. I did like it, and the day has been good so far. So all I can say is thank you so much for joining me for this trip and for celebrating 5,000 subscribers with me. Please like, comment, share. Feel free to just tell me, whatever you're doing is not right. Correct it this way. Correct me. I like criticism. Positive, that is. Yeah. So just criticize me. Tell me what to do. I'll definitely do it. I'll make my videos better. Value addition every time. I just need that you learn from my videos. I don't just show you pictures that are moving. I want to also let us get to learn from time to time. That is why it is the home of infotainment. So we inform as we entertain as well, right? Thank you so much for 5k subscribers. The new year is approaching, so let me wish you happy new year. Christmas is done, but still I can say Merry Christmas. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, so happy new year in advance. It's in a day or two will be in the new year, actually in a day, because this video is airing on 30th, so it's just the 30th and the 31st. So ideally we're on the new year. So happy new year, ladies and gentlemen. Much love from the Kenyan capital city, Nairobi City CBD, Tom Mboya Street. Signing out, Savik right here. Bye bye.